Sim Squad Fly Boys, that's my logo. You already know though. It's PBS and Nation Gang. My niggas getting dodo. You pussy niggas, Frodo's fucking hobos looking so-so. 4K shot in slow-mo, haters salty like adobo. But Coco, we get loco. Hit them cashes, so no. You rap it, then we live it, cause we Stokely on the promo. We classy, Freddy, blasty, bitches, why you acting sassy? Can't stop and I won't stop. Guess I'm Diddy to your Cassie. No shiny suits, I'm spazzing. You ashy, I'm so flashy. Talking out your ass, goddammit, I'm just speaking cash shit. Haters get the shake it like they mama named the cash shit. Father, all these rap wrestlers pay homage to me bastards. Sorry, I don't claim you. That's just what this fame do. Oh, you ain't down with Dream Team. Middle finger.
Ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, children of all ages, welcome to the most talked about podcast about wrestling ever. This is Top Rope Wrestling Talk. And I'm doing my screen. It kind of worked out last week, so I'm going to continue. I'm going to use my screen on this one again.
I keep telling him all he has to do is introduce people. He don't have to point.
Right down there below me. It's fun. It's fun. Right below me is none other than Miss Latina Heat, Grandma Wendy, the First Lady of Top Rope Wrestling Talk.
Who we love so much.
All of that.
Yes.
If you're not cheating, you're not trying. We are cheat, we steal. We are cheat, we steal.
From Nick Aldis.
Oh!
I got shit on me.
And right over there on that part of the screen, diagonal, right next to Miss Wendy on my screen, is the man that oozes creative machismo. The walking contradiction himself,
Self-admitted.
Evil Evan.
Hello.
Great
Love
sound.
that tempo.
And then right there next to me, none other than the producer, the soundboard extraordinaire, the jack of all trades, the master of none, Dom.
Hey, damn, that's a cold ass honky.
What up, y'all?
I still can't get over that.
Hey,
And me, hey, yo. And me, I'm none other than the merch-wearing MJF Mark, the high-class
Coffee mug
one.
Bruce.
I'm better than you.
Yes, I am. Hey, Scorsese,
and he
we
knows
got it.
it.
We got your mugs for you.
We got
Hit
you,
us
homie.
Up.
We got you, dude. You've been asking. There it is. Which can be available right now at TRWT Merch on Facebook. Go find the page, send your message, get your mug. Merch maker is waiting.
Yes, the merch maker is waiting.
Merch maker, make us some merch. Make us some teas, make us some mug.
I just hit the little lever on the bottom of my son's chair, and I just went like,
And then you went down to grandma height.
yeah, now I'm hanging with Grandma.
Welcome down here. It's lovely. The weather's nice.
Top Rope Wrestling Talk has now become Hanging with Marco Stunt.
So,
The fun size edition.
The fun side. So this week was another amazing Wednesday of wrestling.
We had so much going on during the
Heath
week, though.
fucking Slater showed up on Raw. It was like, here you go. Here's one last paycheck.
Yeah, I gotta tell you, that thing started out rough, but by the end, it was just feels. Oh.
It was cool seeing him, but I kind of hate it that it was just like done.
Yeah.
Like, couldn't he have at least gotten like something in?
Yeah, but I did like that he felt like that was kind of closure for his run in WWE. You know, like he got to come back, do something with Drew, and he felt good about it instead of just being shit canned one day and going, oh man, I got kids. You know.
How awesome would it have been if Heath pinned Drew in a non-title match and then walked out the fucking door?
It would have been pretty awesome. I would think it would be a little more awesome if my prediction comes true and he shows up at Impact and wins their title.
EC3 keep playing with my emotions.
Yeah.
He will be fighting on that day, by the way. He said that. He didn't say it's Slammiversary, but he said he will be.
And here's the thing. Here's the thing, though. It's like I looked up like professional wrestling events on the 18th. There's only one.
Right. One we know.
Fuck you, Impact.
What if he ends up wrestling somebody like live on Instagram on his account, and it's just some free agent? It's not even a.
He's so
it's
salty,
like,
but at the same time, love it so much.
He's still fucking with your mind, man.
Oh, what if it's on BTE?
Oh, that would be good. That'd be damn good. I'd like that.
That'd be
It could be an episode of BTE.
There's Felipe say Lucha Bros are back. Yep. Hence why I'm wearing the shirt.
Enough said.
Enough said.
Right?
What would you guys think about Heath Slater showing up at the horror show at Extreme Rules? Maybe like some kind of DQ ending to kind of cost Drew the match, but keep him the belt. We had the rumors that it was going to be maybe Drew and Jinder at SummerSlam. Maybe they go Drew and Heath instead.
I gotta say, Heath has been done pretty damn dirty at WWE, so I kind of would like to see him someplace else, just for his own sake.
Sure, I mean, with the fact that they announced that SummerSlam is now taking place at the Performance Center, not in Boston, not in front of a huge, giant stadium arena, I can see WWE kind of not wanting to waste bigger plans for Drew, bigger matches, and Heath and Drew has a built-in storyline. It's something they can pull off. Being in the Performance Center in front of no crowd.
Well, you know what's going to happen though? They're going to turn Dolph and Drew into Raws like Braun and Bray, where they just keep fighting until we get to a point where there's a crowd, and then we break out the real matchups. But until then, you're going to get repeat, just like Braun and Bray with a different angle.
What about like a three-way at SummerSlam? Dolph, Drew, and Heath.
I like that too.
With Heath playing the like anti-hero. What is he? A tweener, face, heel? We don't know. He's like the mystery card. I don't know. I'm trying to give WWE some credit for where they're going.
Trying.
The three-man band triple threat.
Yeah.
What? Drew versus Heath versus Jinder?
Yes.
I think Jinder's injured though.
Yeah. I don't think Jinder's really ready in time.
He had one match back. He got hurt.
Yeah. Nagging shoulder injury, I think it is, right?
I think
Andrew, we will get to that in a little bit.
Oh yeah, we're definitely going to get to that, Andrew. Thank you, and thank you for showing up.
I don't know, but yeah.
Yeah, even Mac is saying agree. He definitely deserves better than what WWE is giving him. We're right here, dude. I know. I'm rocking the Eagles hat. You're a Giants fan, but other than that, we're here. Yeah, we had so much stuff. We even had some stuff left over from last week because Grandma Wendy came up with a damn good question. And we got into the show and chaos ensued and Jose showed up and the next thing you know, we forgot all about the question. I felt so bad as a host myself because usually, I'm more prepared than that. I was the unprepared psycho last week. So since that happened, I would like to kick off the show by letting Grandma Wendy ask this lovely NWA question that she had about a man whose title I stole.
The real champ.
Me? Oh,
no, not you.
Why did I think you were going to flip him off when you did that? I thought you were going to be like,
No, here's the thing. It's like I see myself in my computer, and then I see like my beard like all out of whack. So it's like I'm just trying to fix it.
See, now you know why I'm always messing
I'm always
with
like adjusting the collar on my shirt or something because I see myself and I'm like, God, I look like shit.
I see only myself, and then I'm like, oh wait, I'm here with 3 other people. Crap.
Right. So go ahead and ask us this amazing question.
All right. What do you guys think, Top Rope? Tell me. You can put your thoughts and opinions in the comments as well. We can read these out too. So NWA, Nick Aldis. Do y'all think that as their champion and having whatever credits they give to him, like producer, whatever, do you think because of how he has been set up essentially by NWA through all these dark times, he feels like he has to stay loyal to them, or maybe he's trapped, or he's stuck there and can't move out of it? What do you guys think?
See, it's a great question. I can't believe I missed that. I'm sorry, Wendy.
It happens. We get distracted.
Yeah.
I get it.
I'm a conspirator. I
ADHD.
know. I'm sorry. Guilty.
Conspirator. Lead conspirator.
I'm going with my
Call
my
me.
my lead tagline. Honestly, I think that's my tag. That's my shirt. It's gonna say
That is-
honestly. So
Honestly.
the thing with Nick Aldis, I think that Billy Corgan will allow him to go out and branch out and wrestle wherever he wants, when he wants, because before Power started, that's what he was doing. He was at All Out or All In.
All in. Yeah.
He was at All In, and then Cody went to an NWA, their first pay-per-view. I don't think he has a problem with their guys branching out and
He even defended
going
that
other
title
places.
like in Japan. So he's been all over defending it. I don't
Do
know.
you guys think he would leave NWA?
Yes.
I don't think so. I really don't. Because before NWA, long before Power, when all this came out of TNA, there wasn't a lot of spots for him. Like his career kind of hit a low. Even he's admitted it. And then Billy Corgan got a hold of him, said he was working with the NWA. He wanted him as kind of like the flagship of the promotion. And from there, he became champion. He defended it all over the world. He was, the main attraction in season 1 of Power. He's done all these things. So I don't feel like he feels trapped necessarily. I think he's just loyal to a guy that kind of dug him out of a deep hole and made him like basically the champion in wrestling when you look at this belt. So it's not really a trap thing. It's more like, it's more like gratitude. Like, thank you for taking me after Dixie Carter buried me and bringing me back to life. If he wanted to leave, I think he would, but I don't think he does.
See, I think it's a sticky situation, whereas it all depends on the verbiage in the contract. Because if you have this guy locked down and you have him exclusive and you're telling him that you're NWA talent only, but then you're also going to tell him that right now we don't have any kind of production in line. We don't have even a VP who's going to be in charge of producing. So there's no shows lined up pretty much for the end of the year. How does that contract play out? How can you keep a talent when you're not paying the guy because you're not making any kind of money? You're not putting on a show. You're not making any money in the gate. You're not charging any YouTube sales, pay-per-view buys. You can't pay the guy. At some point, it's going to be like that Lucha Underground contract where they had all these talents locked down with promises of a new season that never came, and it finally ended up being the point where we're trapping these guys from working, and they can't earn a paycheck. They can't put food on their own tables now that this contract is binding them to a show that isn't being produced. And that's where I think. I think he's loyal to the brand, and he'll stay. But it's going to come to a point where if there's no shows coming on, it's like, hello, Mr. Corrigan, I got to get paid too. I got a baby to feed. Mickey James over here announcing she's running for president. We got to get paid somehow.
Right.
And if NWA can't put on shows, they're, that, what do? You're only loyal so far. When the company can't pay you no more, we saw, what's his name? Pillman Jr., loyal to MLW, binding to that contract, but they understand we're not going to run shows. Court Bauer said,
we're not running, so
opportunity to take some outside bookings.
Yeah, go to
AEW. I can see all this doing that,
Get paid to sit in the crowd or fight on dark. I'm sure they give him those opportunities while they're down, but I don't think he's going to go anywhere.
Here's the thing with the MLW contract. See, because I was reading about it, and this is how MJF got away with going to AEW, because the thing is when these guys inked their original contract, it said there's you can't go to NXT, WWE, or Impact.
Right,
but you
AEW
can go to
didn't
other
exist.
indie shows. AEW did not exist.
Yeah.
That's how
So there was no
MJF had
verbiage.
his loophole.
Right.
He had a loophole to go work AEW
And Pillman might too.
MLW.
Outside shows.
And
Pillman might too, because he was
Yep.
in the Battle Royal at
Yeah.
the original Double or Nothing. He came back and he worked the show at Dark. He was in the crowd at Fyter Fest week 1. I didn't see him.
And that's
this
why
week.
now with MLW not running shows, there's no conflict of scheduling. So he's going to take these outside
Right.
bookings. And if we see him showing
Right.
up, taking on Joey Janela or whoever in Dark next week or however weeks in the future, you can't blame the guy. It's a paycheck. Like I said, he has family to feed too.
Yeah. No,
There's
that's what I
mortgage
mean.
and shit.
And I do apologize for the weird looks and the moving around. Ironically, I lost my power from my laptop while we were talking. Like plug just. So fuck. But
So,
yeah, I
Bruce?
definitely agree with most of the stuff. High Class. Do you have something else to add?
yeah, no, I was just saying Felipe made a good point about Nick Aldis. He said, I don't see Nick Aldis in WWE. They'll book him as a mid-carder, which is pretty much what
True.
we would all see too. AEW could do a little better, but at the end, NWA and ROH needs more Aldis than Aldis needs them.
Also true. Also true. Yeah, I could
Great
definitely.
point.
I could definitely see him in title contention in AEW, but you're right about WWE. He'd be a mid-card guy at best. And
Yeah.
do you really want to go there to be a mid-card guy, or would you rather be walking around with this? Personally, as you can see, my mind's made up.
Both the Jose's brought up a good point. So my Jose said he's there because Nick is getting taken care of. Getting taken care
Yeah.
of. He's also getting up in age and needs that cushion. That does
That's
make
true.
sense. Nick ain't no
Yeah.
spring. He ain't no spring rooster no more. So
No, he's in phenomenal shape, but he ain't no spring chicken, that's for sure.
and other Jose said, I feel Nick has a good enough connection with NWA Billy Corgan, and if he wanted to even leave, the doors would stay open for a return
Come
if
back.
he chooses.
Okay, so like Hobo Clown and I are on the same page for once. Who knew that could happen?
Miracles happen, y'all.
Man,
Right.
what a night.
It's the glitching. You're glitching. Yeah, it's messing with your mind.
Is that glitch in the Matrix?
Turning them into a hobo. South Philly hobo.
No, I don't want to be a hobo. Not again.
But
Word.
what if they allow all this to tour other shows and other promotions with the NWA title as sort of like a free promotion for the brand?
Like
you know,
they-
I'm coming out.
Like they used
Yeah.
to before the
Yeah.
And
YouTube
eventually
With the
when
territories.
Yeah, when NWA gets back on their feet and gets running, they could use the footage from the other shows as part of their B-roll to like help promote that this guy was
even now,
defending during the downtime.
even now,
kind
could
of
you
a win-win.
imagine? Could you imagine if
Add
Billy
to
were,
that.
if Billy were to work out something with like Tony Khan, where Nick Aldis comes in and some of the other NWA guys do, and maybe they even just have NWA title matches with those superstars on like
was gonna-
AEW Dynamite.
I was going to pitch an idea where him, Camille, and Royce Isaacs reform a new worldwide, what were they called?
Camille.
The global worldwide, or what was he called? Him, Eric Young,
Yeah,
that
the
faction.
global elite
something.
or
Yeah,
something
they
like
all wearing
that.
suits, and Eric Young was like their leader. They were like the global
Hmm.
something.
Like Global Elite or something.
Yeah, something like that. Come out, something like that with them coming out, taking over. He does have history with that company already, so it would make sense for them to impact. They impact. Pardon the pun, but they're trying to make an impact right now in the business with this new rebranding at Slammiversary. Was it? Yeah, Slammiversary.
Slammiversary, yes.
Yeah. So
Coffee mug.
To add to that question, to add to it, Andrew asked, would you like an NWA New Japan promotion again like they did back in the day?
Oh yeah,
that would be interesting too with them
Yes.
running back.
Oh,
getting
yes.
shows going.
Could you imagine if they could right now? Could you imagine like all this standing in the ring with this and Naito staring him in the face with both belts? I mean, just get ready for a match to it doesn't even have to be title for title. Just have a match where you have the NWA champion taking on the double champion in Japan.
Naito with the 2 belts up, and then all this just shows him that his 1 belt trumps your 2 belts. Oh,
Yeah.
that would be money right there.
This belt beats the shit out of
Fuck
both
your
your
2
belts
belts. Yeah, I got the 1 belt.
I have
the
the belt.
1 ring. The 1 ring.
because I stole it from Nick Aldis. No. All right, Wendy.
Yeah,
Wendy,
yeah.
did you have something else to add while we were in it? Because I could see you down here.
No,
with
that
your,
was
like-
it. That was the
Okay,
only thing I
okay.
wanted to add.
Yeah.
No, it was
Question.
a fantastic question. I loved it. Yeah, and
It's
even
gonna,
Brian.
it's gonna be interesting to see, where when time goes on, what NWA happens. If they run shows, they have a lot of talent that could be making money in the other promotions.
I think I hit with the crowd because even Brian said Aldis versus Naito would be sweet, and then
Yes.
Andrew came back and said I'd mark right the fuck out. Yes, my people, I
Yeah.
have found you. and
Go buy a mug.
since we talked about the NWA champion, and we brought this up a few times, I think we got to talk about the NWA television champion while we're here, because we obviously reported a few weeks ago that Zicky Dice had asked for
There
his
is no
release.
champion.
There is a champion, and it's Zicky Dice.
No, he's gone.
No, he's not. That's
He's
the
the
point.
outlandish one, and he's still there.
What?
Zicky, a few days ago, Zicky Dice in an interview said he never asked for his release. He is not
Nope.
leaving NWA,
Those
and he is
accusations are
still
outlandish.
your television
Oh.
champion.
Oh, that's why it was outlandish, because he didn't leave. No, those glasses were fucking sweet.
They were amazing, by the way. I want a pair.
It's like Back to the Future.
Aren't they
It's like
awesome?
it's like
I have
part
such great
Janela.
taste.
It's like part Janela, part Macho Man, part awesome. They're just
They're
amazing.
all outlandish.
They are outlandish for show.
Those are going to be the new sunglasses for Janela and Sonny's tag team.
Oh my God, I would love that.
Oh, by the way, Andrew's
If they're
counting
wondering, $20 at Target.
along. Oh shit, I gotta check it out. Andrew's counting along, by
It
the
was
way.
at
He's like,
10. I
that's
don't
6
know.
times with the mug now. Yeah, at least. We're gonna keep doing it too. We're all gonna be doing it at one point or another. Once we
I
get
don't
ours.
know what you're talking about,
You should
Andrew.
get yours
what
too.
mug? What?
What mug? That mug? Oh yeah, that
I'm
mug,
just
that one.
very parched tonight.
All this
That's all
talking.
that is.
If only I had a mug to hold my beverage.
You're right. It is getting a little warm in here. Let me wipe off.
I think I have it
I love
folded back here somewhere. I could break it out.
I-
New logo, by the way, right here behind me. Sorry. Oh, Mama B. macho man. We try, Mama B. We love you. Mwah. But yes, according to in the latest interview a few days ago, Zicky Dice said he did not ask for his release. He is not leaving the promotion, and he is still your television champion.
Yep.
So
Fucking
I
dirt
don't know
sheets.
about goddamn
That's what
grain
they're
of
called,
salt sheets.
You know what?
Yellow
If this,
journalism.
if
Or-
it was I couldn't put it past them being like a Planet story where they're just trying to keep their name on the dirt sheets. They're just trying to
Yeah.
keep people talking about NWA.
Because right now there is no such thing as bad publicity when
Exactly.
it comes to NWA. You got to get your name
Yeah.
out there
They
any
gotta
way you
try to
can.
They got to
I
divert
mean,
the
We've been talking
attention
about him
from
for a
his
minute now.
David
So-
Lagana over here. You
yeah,
know?
no. Don't worry about lasagna. Look over here.
No,
Zicky Dice is
yeah,
staying.
look,
Look
Zicky
over
Dice.
here.
Yeah.
Nick Aldis. Look, pretty title. Ooh, isn't it pretty?
Yeah.
It's so pretty.
Yeah, they really need to start putting up some kind of content on YouTube, something to give us hope.
So Jose, not Wendy, says, I want Hobo Clown on his shirt now.
We'll charge you extra for that.
That's
We'll
an extra
talk to
20
the-
bucks.
We'll talk to the merch maker, homie. We got you.
We gotta draw him a
She's-
custom a
she-
lucha hobo.
The merch maker's in my living room. I'll talk to her after the show.
We will. We'll talk to her. Yeah, I'm
You just got to order a new shirt.
There you go. I'm actually excited that Zicky's sticking around because I really thought he felt he kind of fit in good with NWA while they were up and running, and
definitely.
entice Zicky Dice. I could not get enough of that. I was rolling on the floor. It was probably the best part of Carneyland. So if he's sticking around and they're retooling, I'm happy. It would suck if they lost. They already lost Ricky Starks. You know, there's all this talk about guys leaving because they don't want to wait around or they need to make money or whatever else. So it's nice that Zicky's sticking for the moment. I hope he does stay. What are you guys with me on that one, or are you just like, nah,
Yeah.
let him go to
Absolutely.
I'm up for Zicky sticking Zicky.
Sticky Zicky.
Zicky sticking.
I mean, I would love to see him compete somewhere. He's great, like not just in the ring, but on the mic as well. He's freaking hysterical. He's amazing. He's
amazing.
outlandish.
Yes.
I want NWA to give us like a workout montage of him to like old 80s, like push it to the limit or something, you know? Like,
Oh my God, yes, that would be
Karate Kid.
incredible. Zicky, please give us this.
Yes, please, Zicky, if you're
He's
watching.
punching the punching bag with a TV title around his waist.
And if you
Yeah.
are watching Zicky, please come on the show. We would love that.
In like gold, a gold Speedo with the title on.
Okay, she wants
With,
that.
like,
I don't know if we do,
mimosa
but
or
we'll
some
take
shit.
it.
No.
Ed, with that golden
Yeah.
mullet. Oh,
We'll take
fantastic.
it. I don't know if we're gonna want it, but we'll take it.
Fantastic.
I'm not.
You know
I'm
you
not
want it.
participating.
You know you want it.
Not so much. Anyway, now the next topic is another one that might be near
Want it.
and dear to the outlandish lady's heart, and that's Faye EW. We saw it at Fyter Fest. It was kind of hard to miss Faye Jackson in the crowd,
I missed it.
and You know, how could you miss her? I mean, she's that big, beautiful lady twerking in the front row.
I don't know.
How could he
that
miss
shake,
milkshake,
baby.
Jose?
Woo!
Shame, shame,
I've
shame,
experienced this
Shame,
one.
Brucey.
shame, Bruce, shame.
Where's my belt? Oh, wait, I have a belt. Shame. Shame.
Wait, what kind of belt are we getting? No.
Not that kind. Silence.
What kind of,
Don't threaten him with a good
Twerking
time,
and
y'all.
belt, and I got
I ha-
excited.
My son doesn't have a closet in his room, so I can't. There's no
So-
closet.
No closet.
Yeah.
You
And
can't do anything.
obviously,
Don't trust a ceiling fan. They're not as strong as they look.
No.
and obviously, Faye tweeted about it a little joking, saying like, "Why was everybody blowing me up the other night?" So the question is, will we be seeing Faye Jackson in AEW anytime soon? And would she fit in that women's division?
Yes and yes.
Agreed. I would love to see it. I think she's great. You know, she had some. She does great with intergender matches. Other women, she's got a great personality. She's wonderful. She's big.
She's
She's
insanely
beautiful.
awesome. I love her.
I want it to be FAEW. I do. FAEW Dynamite.
Yes.
Don't be
You
surprised
could
if she's
see-
on next week's Dark.
Yeah, you can
That would
see
be so
how AEW really took the criticism of them having like such a weak women's division to heart, and they've been ramping it up this past month or so. It's been all Britt Baker and Swole, and Nyla Rose is on a tear, and Sheeta's coming out of nowhere as like some hottie badass, and they've Penelope Ford, her puppy won. Did you guys see the
Abaddon.
puppy
Can we
ball?
talk about
Puppy
Abaddon for a
Penelope?
minute?
You know, Abaddon.
Dude,
Oh,
still giving me the fear boner.
Spooky
Just,
fear
they
boners,
totally-
man.
just crazy.
Ugh.
Yeah,
I love
we
her.
need that on a shirt.
She makes
Yes.
But they
Abaddon-
totally ramped up their women's division. And
Abaddon makes Rosemary look like strawberry shortcake. She is
Yeah, she
that
does.
much more dark and scary and spooky. It's
Yeah.
like, oh, I love that.
they're
but
definitely
as
not
much as
afraid
I
to take
said-
chances.
As much as I said someone like Tessa Blanchard might screw up the AEW women's division, Faye Jackson would be a perfect addition because she's not a huge name, but she's a great talent, and she would kind of
Yeah.
mesh right in with what they're doing. Whereas someone like Tessa will just come in and take opportunities from people. So as much as I don't want to see Tessa, I want it to be Faye AEW, flat out.
Nyla's new bodyguard / manager. Tessa
We're getting to that. We're getting. I know we even got comments about Fyter Fest, and that's coming. We've got a few more topics, guys.
It's
I
coming.
promise it's coming in because we already got Wendy's, we
Mhm.
got Faye. Oh, and then obviously we've seen how NXT UK is kind of falling apart and maybe closing its doors for good. But Walter is in trouble. Not the kind of trouble that the rest of the NXT UK superstars are in, but trouble nonetheless. Obviously, with the promotion being the way that it is and things being the way that they are, WWE got in contact with Walter recently, asking him to move to the United States so that he could appear on NXT with the rest of Imperium, and Walter refused.
Nope.
So now the powers that be, mainly Vince, are pissed off because he had said in the past that he was willing to do this, and now they've asked him, he's not. If knowing both sides of the story, like, who are you on Walter's side here for saying like, nah, I'm not coming over, or are you on the side of like the McMahon family saying like, we need you? What the fuck?
Nope.
I think Walter's in the right.
Yep.
Seriously,
Okay.
because they keep.
I didn't think there'd be a lot of
saying-
people fighting it.
No, they keep saying, if you want to stay home, stay home. And he said from the get-go, from my understanding, that he's not moving to America.
Yeah.
No, actually, originally he said he would before COVID,
There was,
And they want
I
him
think
to
he had agreed
move.
to limited appearances.
and they want him to move like now, and
Yeah.
he doesn't
no.
want to on account of
Nah.
COVID.
There's a reason why other
Which is why
countries
he
are keeping
refused.
America out.
So it's not that he doesn't want to come at all. He doesn't want to come right now. And
Yeah.
honestly, when you see and hear things around here and the way they're going, I don't fucking blame him. So
Yeah.
good for you, Walter. Stay there. You're probably
honestly-
safer there than you are here.
Honestly, if things were differently, things were a lot safer health-wise, I would
Mhm.
say, bro, you're contractually obligated.
Yes.
But with the way things are now, I kind of have to say I agree with him,
Yeah.
And Felipe has a point too. Everybody knew what the deal was with Walter when they signed him.
They
Yeah.
did.
They knew.
And they wanted
knew
him
what
because
you
he
were
was an
stepping into.
attraction.
It's like if you know a bitch is crazy, but you date her anyways. You knew she was crazy. You stuck your dick in her anyways. So
Been there, done that.
you know,
Yeah, haven't we all? I feel like I've cut like with a machete through a briar patch of psychotic women just to get to my wife. You know, so I've definitely been there, and you already know going in, like, this is probably not gonna work, and you do it anyway.
Mm-hmm.
And I don't think
That's
that
what
it's
they
a
did.
question of like whether Walter would move at all. He just doesn't want to do it right now, and it's kind of hard to blame him when you see the way things are here.
And it's not just the Rona. It's like the political unrest and
oh, no, all of
the
it.
current
All.
social state of it, and the way it's just one massive dumpster fire.
Loki being a
I don't blame
dumbass, you know. Did I bring that
I
up
don't
again? I'm
blame
so
him.
sorry. Don't be a Loki, folks.
Yep.
I mean,
It just seems like it would take a lot for a company to ask me to uproot my family, my wife, my kids, and they have to just say goodbye to everything they've ever known and come to a foreign country. That I get, they speak the same language, but there's cultural differences. There's things that they have to drive on the wrong side of the road now, and just a whole different list of things
We don't
that they're
drink the
gonna have
same
to,
tea.
you know.
We don't drink the
Yeah.
same tea they drink.
I couldn't do that
No.
as a family man. I couldn't do that, and I'm sorry,
No.
WWE, but money's not
I'm
worth
not.
the marital stress. You know, happy wife, happy life, and
yeah, among other
That's
things.
for
you know,
damn sure.
Happy spouse,
But that's a great
happy
point.
house.
Yeah.
'Cause
yes.
it's not just her happiness; it's his happiness
And that's
too.
a woman.
And
Thank
if
you,
we ain't
Grandma.
happy, ain't nobody
Yeah.
happy.
That's
Yeah.
why she's the
Happy
first
casas
lady of
all
Top
around.
Rope. So wise, so wise,
Yeah.
so knowledgeable.
Mhm.
that's why
We love
I could
having
see
her.
for like a WrestleMania appearance, for a SummerSlam, a big something that you were gonna be able to actually market on. But right now, with it being in the PC, it's not marketable. It's not even really worth the flight to come over here to. I don't know. I totally
It's
side with
all a
Walter.
risk. It's all
Yeah.
an unnecessary risk at this point, basically. And you know, he doesn't need that right now. Like, I'm sure when things clear up, he'd be happy, especially if NXT UK goes under. Like, what else is he gonna do? He's under contract. He's got to make money. Yeah, okay, I'll come to NXT, but right now, no. Stay where you are.
I mean,
You're
I can
better off.
understand if he does, like, you know how AEW stars do, where they go home.
Yeah.
And well, it's Wednesday, so let me travel down to.
I mean, I hate to say it because I know Wendy hates her, but when's the last time we saw Rio?
Yeah, stuck back in Japan.
You know, she went home and COVID
Yeah.
started, and we haven't seen her since.
Yeah, they're not coming back.
Thank God.
Yeah.
All right, let's not get petty. All right, well, that was a pretty good one. And of course, I think we're going to get to a topic now that everybody loves. We're going to hand out the old
Hello, nurse.
award. And obviously, we had 4th of July weekend, and a lot of women in wrestling to celebrate decided they were going to take some patriotic bikini pictures. And I find it hard to pick between any of them,
Okay
to
over
be
there?
honest.
No, Jose over here is having a moment. He's got
Oh.
feels of all kinds.
So
Getting
we're going to start
patriotic.
out with all the patriotic
My
women of
poor
wrestling that
Did
we
you
can
want to? Did you
find.
want to compete?
I'm standing tall.
He's in the closet.
Keep
He can't
him
be
out
bothered.
of the closet, Wendy. Take his belt. You can't spot him right
Oh, no, I
now.
got to see it. This has
All
to
right,
happen.
all right.
I'm
So,
proud to be
first and
an
foremost,
American.
we have Scarlett in her lovely sparkler, which it honestly took me about a day or two to even realize was in the picture. But that's lovely
Is there
there for
sparkle in
that.
the picture?
Yeah, I'm
There
terrified of
is.
There
sparklers.
is.
Right there in that one
I-
hand.
I see stars and stripes.
I only see one hand, sir. One
I see a
hand.
horrifying sparkler.
So Scarlett, we
It's
salute
funny,
you.
bro.
And
Hello, nurse.
next up in the 5-way tie is Thick Mama Pump herself,
Oh,
Jordan Grace.
Who
I always say
said-
Jordy Ann. I don't know why. It's the way they spell it.
oh.
Jordan Grace. And ew, go do that off camera.
Leave me alone.
Don't turn this
Oh.
into a snuff pick, my friend. We're trying to be serious here. For
Oh.
that lovely picture and all that patriotism and thickness and everything in it that is my sickness, we say,
I got a sickness
Hello,
for
nurse.
the thickness.
oh my God. Now, next up, Allie, who's freaking Canadian and still rocked the red, white, and blue on the 4th. So for that
Well, that's just
alone,
awkward.
for you like throwing your country to the side, say, you know what, I'm here, I'm gonna celebrate. Congratulations.
Hello,
That's number 3.
But why?
She should have had an apple pie with that
'cause why
the
not?
hair plugs
Look at
guy.
An apple
No,
pie with
but why
QT
cast away
Marshall.
Canada?
Yeah, QT
have
Marshall
free
and an apple
Medicare.
pie.
Oh,
All right. Moving on to
Dear
Rose.
God in heaven.
Otis's main squeeze. Mandy Rose
You
and
okay there,
this
Bruce?
lovely
Having a
number.
moment? The feels.
Woo! I'm glad I got the fan on because it's getting hot up in here. Like, God.
Brucey with the scarf.
But yeah, I mean, it's hard to find anything bad to say about this damn photo. So Mandy Rose, thank you, we salute you, and
Hello, nurse.
last and certainly not least, after seeing all this, all of a sudden I'm in the back of my house, I'm giving my kid a bath, and I get a notification, and my wife has sent me this photo. Because she saw all these things and she thought, I could do that. So she just ran out on the back porch and did it. Wonder Woman bikini and all. So for being Top Rope Wrestling Talk's own personal model and giving us something to throw out there and just being ballsy enough to do it, I got to say, especially since she's my wife,
Hello, nurse.
we salute you, my South Philly shorty. Thank you for that, for everything that you do for Top Rope Wrestling Talk. You're amazing and you're mine. So a 5-way tie this week. When it's 4th of July weekend, you got to go all out, especially when they're going all out for you. It's too easy.
5 times.
5 times. One more. 5 times. Hello, Nurse Champs this week. Because we're all about the people and patriotism. And women. Mostly
Coffee
women.
mugs.
Jose says, wash that scarf, Bruce.
Y'all, did we forget Camille?
Neil did one?
Where's my Amazon?
Oh
on
my
this
God.
list?
Can somebody put a muzzle on him, please?
Nope.
Only if you
Boom.
know. Oh,
Look
Oh.
at that. Look
Okay.
at
I will
all of
put a
that.
mouse
She
guard
can
on.
death by snoo me any day.
Yeah.
Crush me between those thighs.
I will turn my bed into the octagon and I put a mouth guard in. He knows what time it is.
You know, I thought this was
Clobbering
going to be a
time.
quick segment, and it just got so out of hand.
It did.
What
Did.
segment doesn't get out of hand?
You know, you make a damn fine point there, Brucey. I never looked at it that way. Thank you.
True, true.
We never have a
It's damn
smooth
true.
segment.
No,
Ever.
no,
Ever.
Ever. Our next topic is a few days ago we found out that Bully Ray's contract for ROH actually expired. They didn't offer him another one. He's now free to go wherever he wants. Is it almost a 100% chance that we're going to see him at Slammiversary with Aces and Eights?
Well, Dom, let me break this down for you.
Break it down, Brucey. Right here on Top Rope Wrestling Talk.
I mean, let's just put it this way.
And buy a mug.
D'Lo Brown has started a friggin' forest fire in the
Mhm.
world of wrestling with this Aces and Eights.
You know when
There's-
Wes Briscoe comes out of the blue to start tweeting, he started a forest fire.
Yeah.
Bully Ray took a picture with a mask of Aces and Eights on it.
Mm-hmm.
After he was released and done, Wes Briscoe, I mean, the big LG has had a picture on his IG with the Aces and Eights vest.
Right.
So,
And
yeah,
it's been reported that Gallows and Anderson have signed with Impact, like doing like a double Impact or New Japan kind of deal,
contract, yeah.
which is cool. I got 3 things for this. One, I think it's a 100% like done deal. He's going to be with the Aces and Eights at Slammiversary. 2, I think TNA is going to give him a contract similar to Marty Scurll's. I'm not saying money-wise. I'm saying we'll give you some good money. We'll try to put you in the back, make you a booker or something, you know, just like they did with Marty, because Bully's that damn smart. He really is. He's perfect for the role, and he would help Impact tremendously as one of their bookers, if not lead. And 3, who do you think D'Lo was on the computer with in that segment when he was talking about getting the band back together?
Oh, it was definitely Bully.
You know it was. So that's all I've got for that segment. I'm actually excited to see him at Slammiversary. It might be there's some other stuff, but that might be like the real thing that I'm like waiting to see. Like, ooh, I might have to pay for this. I won't, but I might.
Yeah, if at this point, I think Impact's the only one that's going to really offer him any kind of contract and money. So if this guy, I mean, he's not really on WWE's radar at the moment. So
No, not
yeah.
really. I mean,
I don't see AEW having any use in him or need for him at this point. He doesn't really fit into any of their.
I mean, I think he could pretty
divisions.
much fit anywhere, but I don't think AEW needs him. I think Impact.
I'd rather
a guy like him.
AEW do something with Eddie Kingston, like a little bit younger version of a Bully Ray, you know.
Oh, bonus track because Andrew asked if we had it. What do you think of Eddie Kingston calling out Cody Rhodes for that
That's what
TNT title?
He's like that hard smash mouth motherfucker that they need, excuse my language, but I could see him and Grandma Wendy happy. I could see him coming in and telling Proud and Powerful, what the fuck are you guys doing? Come on, snap out of it. Come with me.
You guys used to be fucking killers. What the hell happened to you?
There's their trio.
Clowns.
There's their trio.
Oh, he could
Kingston
become
and Proud and Powerful, and
he could become their manager.
All alone.
They could get out of the inner circle and he could manage them and bring them back to that level they were at before all this stuff happened. That
money on the mic, guaranteed. You give Eddie Kingston a mic and the crowd is going to be sitting there like this.
And you're right. And Hobo Clown's right again. I hate to say it, but yeah, Kingston does deserve some time in the spotlight. And he would give Cody a damn good match. That's for sure.
Yeah, I like what they're doing to him involved, but that clearly is no longer an option.
Yeah, obviously not an option. But he would give Cody a damn good match, even if he doesn't win.
Yes.
Look, as excited as I was about Wendy.
Wow, you got
beard.
hairy and ugly in a minute. What kind of makeup are you using?
Grandma turned into Grandpa.
So,
I'm offended. First lady of wrestling here.
He needs to put on the shades.
So there's three parts to this that I want to talk about. Eddie Kingston, that was amazing fucking calling out Cody. That was
absolutely
fucking awesome, Jose. Hold on.
It makes my heart swell every time I see it.
My title shines just a little more every time I see it.
The other match that could be coming out of this, you could come from any promotion, is a man that I have a lot of respect for, and that is Eli Drake. Is another one. But honestly, you know who's gonna take the title from Cody? It's gonna be Flip Gordon.
Wow. You think so?
They are going to settle their long-term feud that they've had on BTE. Book Flip.
I figured it would be Archer, but okay. I mean, Archer's revenge.
I just want to see Cody book himself in one of these challenges where it's not like a fluke ending, because every ending has been some kind of like roll up last minute. Like,
I'm sorry.
I get you're trying to make your opponents look strong, but it just kind of at this point it's kind of getting weird out.
I'm laughing because Wendy commented, "Wow, my beard's looking really nice tonight." No, I'm with you. I really am. I was excited when Eddie Kingston just came out and threw that challenge down. I thought, man, that's balls, you know. And Eddie's known to have some balls grande on him to begin with.
Yeah.
So, you know, if they get together, they have a match in AEW, it's going to be great. If he turns around and starts managing, you know, someone like Santana and Ortiz and brings them back to where they were, that'd be even better. Even Nyla announced she was going to get a manager, and I'm wondering who the hell would she get? Like, is she just going to get Awesome Kong to back her up since she's not wrestling anymore?
Two words. Oh no, wait. What's her new catchphrase? 4 words. Are you joking me? Vicky Guerrero. Who else?
Oh, please, God, no.
Oh,
God.
my God.
She came out in recent interviews saying she wanted to be a little more hands-on in the ring, be a little bit more of an on-air personality. We've seen her on appear on Dark.
Yeah.
Excuse me. Commentary team.
No.
Are you joking me? Are you joking
So-
me, or are you
so-
kidding me, or something is a new phrase?
Oh,
I can see Vicky Guerrero coming out and trying to start something.
you know, Wendy, it'd be a lot better if you were saying this on the screen.
Yeah, that would be good. But, you know,
yes, Medusa would be awesome.
you know what?
Yeah,
Even Brian,
that's another name I've
even
heard
Brian,
bounced around.
Miss
Yeah.
Jackie would be an amazing manager for her. And yeah, because Jackie was kind of like a freak athlete back in the day too, like big buff, kind of hot chick. You know, I could see her like back in the Beast. That would be cool too. Would she join up with Taz? It'd be have like the Machine and the Beast in one.
What about
you know?
going back to his old manager days? What if Teddy Long? Didn't he used to manage Rodney Mack and Jazz back
He
in
did.
the day?
Oh no, Teddy Long managed a bunch of guys
Yeah.
between
Harlem
WCW
Heat.
and WWE.
Yeah.
And then he became a referee,
I'm
and
just
then he
saying,
became a
she
general
named-
manager. But yeah, he would be a great.
The names that she name dropped were like legends. So her name has to be
Yeah, it
comparable.
has to
She's
be
not gonna come
like-
out and say it's not gonna be some indie star we've never heard of. It's gonna be
Right.
someone with the last name that has prominence and significance, I think.
Yeah, no, I agree. When she was talking
Hence
about
why I said
legends
Guerrero, you know?
backing AEW title or AEW, talent, and how this person got a title when they got the manager, this person got a title, that then she's got to be coming with a legend, or else it's kind of a disappointment. And some of these names that we're rattling off are pretty damn legendary in the business between Medusa, Jackie, and Teddy, and even Vicky. I hate to say it because she's annoying, but yeah, she's kind of a friggin' legend at this point.
Oh,
Yeah.
I don't want it.
I think a toned down, serious Vicky, more like the a bitchy, fiery Latina, not so much the like comedy route. But I think she could work. I think her
You
and
mean
Taz
like,
face to face.
You mean like
Yeah,
Wendy
each
used to
other.
be before she got
Yeah.
But even when she was like, she wasn't a feisty Latina. She just sounded like a Karen.
She was the first
that's why
Karen.
Tone
She was the
like the-
first Karen of wrestling.
You know,
Annoying. And when she
wasn't
was
an
doing
OG.
when she was commentating, I don't want to hear about, oh yeah, I used to wrestle. I would like to wrestle with him. Oh yeah, no, look at that. I'm like,
She's not an OG. She's an okay
Cougar.
original Karen.
no, don't do that, Bruce. That's not a cougar. Oh, don't do that.
Don't do that. Yeah, no.
Oh,
I mean, Edge thought she was, but he was getting paid, so don't do
yeah,
that. Oh.
don't do that.
Hey, the hobo clown. And I quote, Vicky is hot. Cougars need love too.
All you,
Yeah.
bro.
Yeah, and I answered,
Yeah.
no.
All you.
Mm-hmm.
You
If
can
think
have her,
so,
Jose.
That's fine. Do you? You can have dibs, whatever. But yeah, no, not me. Not me. Not
To
exactly.
be an
my kind of
Eskimo
cougar.
brother with Eddie Guerrero, I'm down.
Yeah,
I
that
think
is
there's
a little
other
tempting,
people
but-
I can find that I could get.
Probably. Stop, Wendy. Stop hating on Vicky. Oh, God.
I want to know what's with the Lucha Underground clearly being kapoots. What's up with her daughter, with Shaw Guerrero?
I don't know. I've been trying to figure that out myself too. I
Yeah, she
googled
was
it a few
doing that
times. looked
announcing.
around.
It was kind of
There's
teasing
not a
something
lot.
that she might get involved more.
Yeah, there's not a lot out there about her right now, to
Yeah.
be honest, and it's a shame because she was
Yeah,
she
before.
was, decent
Yeah,
enough.
she was.
like
Her and Corbin were like a pair in NXT.
yeah,
Some like hot bikers,
yeah.
badasses or some
I'd
shit.
like
I
to
remember.
see her come back somewhere. Maybe she'll end up
Yeah.
in AEW if her mom
I
does.
just figure, yeah, why
I
not?
don't know.
Well,
It-
if
it would
she
be
winds
cool.
up in AEW, that means the King of Drama will be there with her.
Yeah, her son-in-law.
Because
Oh,
they're
yeah.
married.
Yeah,
That's why they bring in a whole faction
Mhm.
in right there. Nyla Rose
That's
all
what I'm saying.
involved, and
They-
there you go. Instant
know,
Maid, Guerrero,
put it all together and just
Vicky-
fit like a
Vicky's
hand in
family,
glove,
whatever.
man. Perfect.
La Familia Part 2, those.
But
the new
uh,
Familia.
I think now is probably good a time as ever to. Oh wow, Wendy looks the same again.
What
That's
about
crazy.
Wendy?
Wendy!
You got
You're
you
back.
got a manager?
What do you mean? Wendy
got a-
gave us her opinion. She was there. Didn't you see her with the bald head?
Yeah, I had my opinions.
Now the hair
She
went
had to
like.
shave and put it
I
on
said
her
my
head.
things.
like
Yeah, it
transition.
rotates around.
She
like
shaved the
sun.
beard. She
You're
put it
like
on her
that,
head.
you're like that toy with the magnet.
Yeah, the
blue
magnetic
guy.
toy.
Exactly,
You could, like,
exactly,
Just
exactly.
moves around. I know we all play with it like at CVS before. We didn't buy it, but we just play with it and like put it
Yeah.
down. Mom,
Exactly. You don't buy.
Mommy,
You
like,
just
put it
play.
back.
Oh, and you're like, oh shit, throw it back down and run.
No, exactly. Now,
Just
Hey,
I
have fun
think
with
Smokey
it for a
Grip.
little.
I think now would be a good a time as ever to jump into our recap of like Fighter Fest and Great American Bash, and I gotta ask because it meant that damn much to me. Was anything better that night than the portion of Fighter Fest where Taz comes out, gives Brian Cage the FTW title, and then immediately following we have that 8-man tag match with the Bucks and FTR against the Butcher, the Blade, and the Breakers of Bones.
Amazing.
That was oof. Yeah.
Amazing.
That had me afterwards like, motherfucker, can I get a sandwich?
Yeah.
It's like, there's a main event, Dom. I don't care. I'm done.
Yeah.
Like, it doesn't get any better than this.
Multiple loads blown that night.
And to the people, there weren't a lot in our group, thank God. But when you go around social media, you see it a lot. So the people out there, if you're watching this show, no, AEW did not add another title. If you listen to Taz in the first place, he told you that no wrestling promotion has ever recognized that belt.
Yeah.
That
Yeah.
belt was on the biggest badass of in wrestling, like him in ECW. But ECW never recognized it. WWE didn't when he brought it.
Yeah.
So he gave it to Cage because Cage is the biggest, baddest thing in wrestling. So it's not an AEW title. Stop
It's just like a
saying,
$1
"Oh, I
million
can't believe they
belt."
added another one." They
No,
didn't.
It's a $1 million title. It's the
Yeah.
prop. It's to get a character over. It's to help build his persona, but it's not a real belt. People just need to shut up.
That's probably like the one gimmick
your
belt
mask and
that's
shut up.
like that's probably the one gimmick belt. Yes, thank you, Evan. But that's probably the one gimmick belt that's like this far off from being an actual title because of the way that Taz, grew and blew up as a gimmick and a wrestler with that title on his shoulder.
What was
and,
it? Taz 632.
Yeah. Yeah, and now giving it to Cage, it was also a cool way to kind of keep him involved without, having Moxley there and saying, now you're a champion too, and bringing back that nostalgia because you guys know I'm an ECW guy.
And
So when I
how
saw
ba-
that
how
title,
badass-
I was
How
like,
badass is it gonna
The
be?
Heyman guy.
How sweet is it gonna be? 'Cause
Huge
you know
Heyman
what's gonna
mark.
happen. You know what's gonna happen when Darby Allin's gonna like skate by and like steal it and like ride off on a skateboard with it, and it's gonna like
That would be amazing.
Don't know.
Darby Allin's gonna have his like black and white video because you know that's the next deal.
Hard school dropout videos.
Yeah.
I love you,
Dropping
Brian.
with the belt off of like a fucking
Yes.
fire building, whatever that shit was.
I gotta say, I love you, Brian. He agrees. He says that FTW title wasn't meant to be a main title belt. It's effing badass, greater than a title belt. Yes, I agree. I agree completely. If you hold that belt, you are one wicked motherfucker.
It's like bragging rights. You have that title, man. It means you're a badass.
Yes.
So Felipe just brought something to my attention that I was not aware of. That Sabu is the only other person to hold the
Yes.
FTW title
I could've told
except
you
for
that, homie.
Taz.
Thank you,
I
Felipe,
didn't
but
know
I could have
that.
told you that. Yeah.
Yeah.
It was Taz. It was Sabu. It was Taz again.
And now
That's
it's
it.
Brian
End of
Cage.
list.
Now it's Cage.
That was
Now it's
it.
Cage. 20 years later, now it's Cage.
Oh,
Whoa, good push.
oh,
Very beautiful. That was
that
awesome.
shakaroni's not sitting well with Grandma Wendy.
Uh-oh.
Ruh-roh.
Oh, I had to take my
It
Gaviscon.
expands in your stomach. See, it gets bigger.
Oh no,
awful.
poor baby. Maybe Papa John's isn't all it's cracked up to be.
That's a lovely mug you have there, Brucey.
Why,
It is
thank
a
you.
wonderful mug, by the way.
Has
Let's
everyone
get
seen the new
Have you
Top
seen the
Rope
mug?
Wrestling Talk mug? Have you seen it?
TRWT merch on Facebook?
Yes.
Message our
Order
mug
yours
maker
today.
and say I want my mug. I can't
look-
remember the price off the top of my head.
They look
but
really good when you're wearing a t-shirt, matching
Prices,
shirt.
prices will be up on the page.
They will be on the page. We will have all that set up. Message the merch maker at TRWT merch. Tell her you want your mug. She will get you hooked up.
I'm being antagonized
Really?
here.
Really, you're being terrorized?
Yes, I'm being antagonized.
Yes.
Wanker.
Timothy. Oh, poor Grandma Wendy. Stop picking
So-
on Wendy.
I'm,
Don't make me put this
I-
title down, y'all.
as far as Fighter Fest goes for me on night 2, I can't believe they actually had fucking jobbers on the show, but that's
Agreed.
to say the
Yeah.
least. To say the least. Throw that out,
It took a
whole-
dump to win that match.
His show was amazing. And Orange Cassidy, oh my fuck. Wendy, I am so glad you saw the fucking light. And if you hadn't seen the light, you saw it last
You
night.
better
Yeah,
now.
yeah, that's what I was telling you to
If
say.
you
That's what I was
did
telling you to
not-
say.
Yes.
I can't wait
If
for the
you
next
did
arc of this
not
anime.
watch Orange Cassidy versus Chris Jericho, go fucking watch it right now.
No.
And if you
Yes.
don't
No,
like
not
it,
yet. Not now.
I
Wait
will.
till we're
No,
done.
no. Wait till we're done.
And then
And
go.
if you don't like
And then
that
watch
match,
us again.
don't ever talk to me again because that was one
It was
hell of a
beautiful.
fucking wrestling
Yeah.
match.
You know
It
that,
was
Bruce.
beautiful.
I second that.
It
I
was
second
beautiful.
that.
I'm with you.
Two-
I think it's
two amazing
unanimous
parts from that
here.
match, when he goes to finally put his hand in his pockets and give him the like kind of like after the hard ass fight, he goes to give him the little baby kicks and also the third
And
one.
And
then
then
the
the real super
Bam!
kick.
Super kick.
The full
Ah!
ass
Loved it.
super kick.
Yeah, because I honestly thought like, are they really gonna try this?
Oh.
Are they really gonna go back to the nonchalant? But no, it was a no. He's basically
Oh.
them out. Another thing I love.
It was,
But
it
with
was
the orange
great.
juice all over the ring, and then
Yeah.
Ari referee she has to go for the count, and the juice she stands up and she's like looking at herself.
She's
Oh,
like
dude, I was
soaking
so
orange.
disgusted by that. I was like,
It
oh.
was just like it happened in the background, and if you didn't catch it, you missed it. But it was just hilarious that she had to make the 3 count, drenched in juice. It was just
Yeah.
I don't know.
One
It
of
was
the
a bit of
things-
comedy.
As much as he's backed them up, where were the shitty friends when Santana and Ortiz were just taking pot shots on him? Like they show
told
up at
him- he
the
told him I don't
very
need you, Brad.
end
He told
when
him
it
I don't
doesn't
need him.
matter.
Yeah, he sent him back.
So
Fuck you,
come back
Jose.
out.
Hobo clown.
They were
Are we
with,
Are we booting the
with
Hobo
Prince
Clown
Mom.
for this?
No,
No.
I
It was a
won't.
ban.
No,
Are we
I
putting him
won't.
in timeout?
no, let him.
The one thing that really impressed me with Orange Cassidy in this match was how many times could he reinvent the small package in this match? He did the small package like 8 different ways.
in
He
that
did.
one,
Oh,
in that
yeah.
one match,
Awesome.
it's the most
awesome.
like it's like wrestling 101 move, and he came up with every variation he possibly could in one main event match. And you actually thought he had Jericho a couple of times. You were that,
yeah.
you got that sucked into it. You were like, wow, shit, he's got him. Like that DDT off the top rope. You're like, oh, it's
The
done.
only thing I wished for the ending though was that it was a more impactful ending. It
I was
was like
just about to
a
say that. That was my only
slightly
criticism of the Judas
lackluster
effect.
effect,
But
yeah.
that whole
Well-
finish, the
But I
whole
wanted it to
elbow
be like
finish,
boom.
I know we,
I'm not a fan of it.
I know we argue it over AEW and all the nobody kicks out of the Falcon Arrow. Some of us believe that everyone does. Some of us believe nobody does. The one
No
thing you
one kicks out
cannot
of it.
argue about is no one kicks out of the Judas effect because no one ever has so far. Not one person.
Well,
They get
he's
hit with
only
it, they're
used
done.
He's only used it in 6 matches.
And it works every damn time.
Yeah.
It's 100% effective. It's better than birth control. Every fucking time. Nobody kicks
should
out.
know.
You want to say nobody kicks out of the Judas effect. That's the end of that
No.
statement.
Better than a pullout game.
I'm not saying, yes,
Ew.
by far. But yeah, I mean, I'm not saying it's the greatest move in the world. I'm not that fond of it. But at the same
Yeah.
time, when he hits it,
It's
nobody
protected
gets up.
though. Yeah.
Let's do it.
Nobody gets up.
Let's do it.
Right?
People get out of the lion tamer.
Yes.
People stick their knees up at the lion salt, but nobody kicks out of the Judas effect. Not one.
Can I just say when he puts him in the wall of Jericho, when he puts anybody in the walls, I don't know what's more painful, like the move itself or having that giant keg of a man sitting on you.
Sitting on your back.
Yeah.
Oh God.
Listen, it's not the walls of Jericho anymore.
It's the
back
lion
to the
tamer.
lion tamer.
Thank you.
He's not
Yeah, but
allowed
you know-
to use that.
Oh, this thing's getting heavy.
The lion tamer.
The lion tamer. Yes, that's the
But
move. now.
no, I absolutely understand what you're talking about. I don't know if I'd be able to handle a 2 kegs,
Keg of a man.
two kegs and a bottle of Jack sitting on me.
Exactly.
Head.
Right?
And he just like, kaboom. And be like, oh, fucking kill me.
I give.
Kill me.
I'm done. No mas. No mas.
It should
My
be-
sciatica.
should be called the bear crawl.
Why
Bear
should-
crawler.
Why?
Crawler.
The bear crawler because he looks like he eats too many.
I take 2 large bear claws and I put them right here.
Right here.
I have a blue white problem.
Stu goes to buffet line tamer.
Stu, we are not worthy.
Who is going
Sadly-
Tar?
Love it.
Sadly, due to this whole virus
Okay.
pandemic thing, all you can eat sushi buffets are probably one of the things I miss the most.
What?
Yeah,
You're
we
alone
don't
on
All
that.
you
have.
can eat.
I just
Yeah,
miss
I
the
don't know if we'll
Chinese
ever see- I don't know
buffet.
if we'll ever see those again.
I don't know if we will. I don't know if
I'm
we
still
will.
getting sushi.
I never did anyway. So.
Not a buffet,
No.
but I get sushi.
No, buffet, I love it.
Yeah,
I'm
we're
I
also
can-
getting a lot of
I-
COVID
I
cases.
take the whole
so-
steam tray. I'm like Homer Simpson. I do a Homer Simpson where they gotta tell me, "Sir, you've had all you can eat." And I say, "I tell you when I've had all you can eat."
Sir, it's
Yeah.
all you can eat, not you can eat all.
especially,
Yeah,
especially
you can't live here,
if,
sir. You can't move in.
especially if
Yeah.
weed's involved. He hasn't had all he can eat yet. He's no man.
Oh, no.
Tis a
I'm
machine.
a bottomless pit.
Yeah, when I
Just
start
no
looking
man.
at the alarm, they like the metal shields start coming down. The alarm, jeez, lock it down. Yeah. Or that orange chicken is mine. The walnut
You know,
shrimp,
But there was just,
mine.
there were so many
Mm.
great moments and matches on Fighter Fest.
That over the top Canadian destroyer. What?
I was just about to bring that up, my homegirl. Holy
Spot
shit.
of the week.
Off his own brother's
I-
back.
I have been watching wrestling for 35, 36 years. I
Yeah.
have never seen anything like that before. And when I saw it, I couldn't
Yes.
believe it. Like, I had to back it up and watch it again just to see if, like, I was hallucinating because maybe I had had a little something before the show. And I thought I was tripping, but I wasn't tripping because it really fucking
Bruh, bruh.
happened.
I was sober and I thought the same thing. I was like, what have I just seen?
The only way,
Also,
the
Only
only
the
way,
Lucha Bros, baby.
the only way that would have been any better than what it already was is if they went through a fucking table.
Yeah, that's true.
That's the only way that move would have
But
been
if you
better.
remember, they
But
did
that
that
shit
in
was
No,
They did
it
that,
was
but they
perfect
had
as it
done
was.
that
It was
in that
perfect
ladder
as
match
it
with the
was.
Bucks last year. They did that. The Canadian or
top.
Mexican Destroyer off the ladder through a table.
It was perfect as is. It did not need
Yeah,
anything
it
else.
really was.
Yeah.
It was a thing of fucking amazement and beauty. I
was
had
a-
never
I
seen
think
anything
it's-
like that. And I don't think I ever will.
Yeah,
was-
no, I'm with
It
you.
was a
The
one-off.
whole
I don't think they could ever
match.
do that again.
The fact that they were able to have these two different styles working in tangent with each other so beautifully, because the Bucks and the Bros are very high flyer kind of thing.
Mhm.
Yeah.
It's Butcher and Blade.
The thing
and
that I
FTR
love the
very
most-
ground and pound,
Yeah.
and having
Mhm.
all of that working so beautifully.
I was just
Yeah.
about to say the thing that I
And
love the
two-
most was that you put these styles together and these guys actually played off of one another. Like you saw like Dax and Nick Jackson doing tandem moves of like the Bucks, like double super kicks and all this crazy shit. And then they were putting together like 4-person tandem offense, and these guys have barely been working together, and it looked great. You're like, holy shit, this
All
is
of
a
it.
clinic.
all of it was amazing. All of it was amazing.
Yeah.
Yeah, that might be my match
I
of
think
the
that was
year
definitely,
at
like,
this
the
point.
match, yeah.
It was that
Yeah.
damn good. It stole the show, in my personal opinion. Like, there were good matches, but nothing was better than that. And sorry, Cassidy and Jericho, you were great, but that 8-man match, whoo, they got you. I'm sorry, but they got you.
What were you
just had
saying, Wendy?
Huh?
What were you trying? What were you saying?
Sorry.
No,
Not
you were
derailed.
you were talking about the match.
Oh yeah, no. I thought it was awesome. Like not just that, but also like it was both sides, two teams that hadn't worked together in the setting and were able to do that so
Yeah.
beautifully and just so fluidly and impressively.
Yeah,
It
like,
was I
flawless.
think that was the match of
Yes.
both nights. It was the best
Yes.
match, in my opinion.
It totally made me remember why I missed Ray Phoenix.
Mhm.
Yes.
It totally made me remember why I miss Pentagon.
Oh, that's true. Yeah.
Yeah.
like Ray Phoenix.
Those guys right there. Either
Oh my God,
paired
that-
or
that-
single stars, amazing.
Oh
But it
yeah.
was just it was too good for words. Like I can't find them. It was that nice. It might have been my match of the year. It was that damn good.
Yeah.
There
Um,
was a pretty sweet spot in the tag title match where Isaiah Cassidy, I don't know if he jumped over the top rope or jumped on the top rope and then down to the second rope and then went out into the crowd.
That was actually pretty cool.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes. That flatliner on the ramp, that was pretty
Mhm.
that was pretty sweet. On Hangman, that was pretty sweet. There were some really great matches that kind of like just had you on the edge of your seat in Fyter Fest. As far as, do we really feel the same way about the Great American Bash? Because for me, it was like, meh. Like I did enjoy the street fight. That was kind of interesting.
I thought Mia Yim and Candice LeRae definitely brought
I
it. I thought it was
definitely
a good
enjoyed the
match.
title match, but everything in between, like Dango and Maverick, kind of had some instant chemistry. That was cool. It was a shame they lost, but you kind of figured.
Yeah. I mean, can we just like mention how quick his stock has fallen? We're like a little bit over a month ago, we were going apeshit.
We were
bananas, and,
love.
you know, Papa H came out and with a new contract, and
just
oh my God, they signed him and they kept him, and was it a work? Was it? And since then he hasn't won a match. Since then he's been pretty much the butt of the joke and lost, and
you know,
they
we
fed
got
him to Phantasma, and
because the thing about it was.
Really was
The thing about it was
staying around?
we got the big drama, we got the confusion, we got the like blurred lines between is this a work or is this real? And then when it finally the payoff hits and everybody's crying, everybody's all emotional, and they actually got you. Then the next day they're sitting around going, all right, what do we do with Drake now? And everybody just crickets. And so now you see
how many times is he gonna try to go get his revenge on Phantasma and come up short, and then what?
I don't know. I honestly don't know.
I mean, there's far more talented wrestlers on that roster that aren't even getting used yet. So
true, very
I
true.
really don't see him being in any kind of title contention. I mean, the money must be nice.
It has to be. It's one of those situations where you had this big moment, you had this big payoff, kind of like Otis at WrestleMania, you know, or Money at the Bank or whatever, when the whole thing culminates, and then you're like, all right, what do we do with them now? And then you see what they do because they have no goddamn clue whatsoever, and that's where we're at with Drake now, because he had that big story, everybody was hooked on it, they were emotional over it, they were confused over it, and then when it finally paid off, and everybody kind of marked the fuck out because he got a contract, that literally the next day they're sitting around going, what do we do with this guy? I don't know.
Yeah.
You can see it
with Fandango. I mean,
it
would have made a lot more sense if you had given him Kushida and like Tony Nese, like the other guys that were in that
from the
B-block,
tournament,
or Jake Atlas, you know, someone that had something a reason to be mad at Phantasmo. But
that would have made perfect sense.
Yeah.
It's nothing against Breezango because I fucking love him, but that would have made so much more sense to put like Kushida and Atlas,
like
aiding him. You know, after being, you know, in the cruiserweight tournament, kind of being swerved by Phantasma, and you know, that you found the respect that they got for Drake because he beat them and, you know, got his contract and everything else. That plays off of what you've already done, but they didn't do that.
Nope.
They went back to the
Maverick walking into catering and being like, "Hey, Fandango, you want to fight?"
They went back to the dartboard, homie. It was just we put him with Breezango. There we go.
He's like, "Hey guys, you're done stripping. Let's go fight." And like, no reason.
The Fashion Police with their new deputy is what it's gonna be. Don't get me wrong. I love the Fashion Police. I love every bit about the Fashion Police.
I do. The Fashion Police and their commissioner or something. Police chief.
I like deputy better. With a little comedy. Have him going around giving like fashion violations backstage to like Sarah Schreiber and shit, you know? Taylor Braxton, here you go, no mask.
I don't know if Drake's willing. I don't know if Drake can hang
Braxton,
out. You
no
know,
mask.
I don't. Yeah. Too real. No kidding.
Two times.
Twice.
2 times. Yes. Kayla 2 times.
You get a double fine.
Fuck out of here. Go get a mask. Don't be a Loki. You know, it was interesting, but there were so many other ways that they could have gone with it, and that just kind of made it, you know, fall flat. The fact that Keith Lee is now a double champion.
Yes.
Oh, I am basking in 2 times the glory because I called it. I'm saying it. I don't care. I told you.
Now the big question is which title will be on the line against Karrion Kross?
NXT.
Yeah, it's obvious. It's the NXT title.
He's too hot to go mid card.
I don't know. Here's the thing. Keith Lee has been building and building and building and building and building to this NXT championship. So
agreed.
Now he's the first ever 2-time champ, holding both fucking belts, right? Why would you want to? Why? No, seriously. it makes zero sense. It makes zero sense to build Keith Lee all the way up to the fucking moon to have one title defense and lose the NXT title.
No, it doesn't.
That's not how NXT rolls. I
It
could
is-
see if he's gonna lose to Karrion Kross, he's gonna lose the North American title to Karrion Kross, not the NXT title yet.
I don't know, man. I could see them go. I could see him and Cross going back and forth. Like Cross takes the title, Lee takes it back. You know, they just keep trading shots with one another because they're both big, they're both brutal, they're both amazingly athletic. And who wouldn't want to see like, you know, a series of matches with those two? They're like next level. They might be the two best overall competitors in ring in WWE, not NXT. All of WWE.
And then let's not forget that they both also have that added bonus of Scarlett and Mia Yim on the sideline that could instantly be put involved and thrown in there to keep their feud built. You know, giving shoddy endings, so maybe interference or whatever, and they can keep that feud going for quite a while.
Right. That's what I'm saying. And
a lot of components.
There's a lot. Yeah, there's a lot, and there's a lot of good wrestling matches in those two, especially together. That would be what Wardlow was putting out on social media, like King Kong versus Godzilla. That's the real deal. I mean, no offense to either him or Luchasaurus, because I love them both, but Lee,
that's the real battle
Cross,
of the kaijus right there.
That's the real battle of the kaijus right there. That's the Titan battle right there.
I think it's gonna be like a total build up, and they're gonna have like this whole work up towards the NXT title where they're battling it out, and then at some point he ends up winning the American title instead, and then building it up, keep going back and forth in non-title matches, and in that last match, if I beat you, Keith Lee, I get both titles. If you beat me, you get your US title back or whatever. Just build it up like that.
I wouldn't mind that either. And even people watching right now are split. Like Jose is saying North American title. Max says it's got to be the NXT title. The list goes on, and everybody's just kind of back and forth. I mean, regardless of what title, they got to get those two in the ring. They have to.
See, like, Keith
I must
Lee have
see
to
it.
defend? What if we see Keith Lee like in Cameron Grimes defending, you know, against the North American title, and then Cross comes out and costs him that belt?
Ooh.
And kind of, you know,
and kind of sets
up,
up,
eliminate that, and that kind of gets pushed out of the way, and now we can focus on the main title.
It splits the titles, and then it creates this
and
feud.
it creates a reason why. Like, bitch, you cost me this belt, now you try to take this one from me, you know, something.
Like, here's
well, it would be like, oh, you cost me this title. Well, you broke my hourglass. You know, now we've got something. Now it's building. Now you can see the foundation forming.
It sounds so infantile, though.
Like,
You
here's
broke
the
my
real issue with this
hourglass.
freaking
Yeah. Hey, Cross is not very, you know,
Like,
Cross takes his shit
it was an
seriously,
antique.
like TikTok. Okay, that's his
for
whole
some reason, the sand falling makes tick-tock noises. It should have been a clock. No, does that make more sense? Like a big clock tick-tock?
It would have, but then they would have had to put it on like a, I don't know what, like a board,
Like a
or
mantelpiece
prop.
clock little
Like a-
thing. I don't
Bruce,
know.
you
I
You
look
have to
like
bring
you
out a
said
big
something on
cuckoo
your
clock
mind.
and sit it down, you know.
Yes, that's the one. I wanted a
2
cuckoo
cents. Give me your
clock.
2
That
cents,
would've been
Brucey.
fucking
Give me your
amazing.
2 cents.
Like, there's like no winning with this feud. Hands up, straight up, all the fucking way around. There's no winning. They're building Cross to be this unstoppable beast, but at the same time, they're building Keith Lee to be this unstoppable beast and just put the NXT title on him. So, do you want to slow down the pace of Karrion Kross and kind of knock him back a peg and keep Keith Lee going, or do you want to knock Keith Lee back right off this fucking pedestal after he's shown out for a year and a half
I like that
to
question.
give Karrion Kross?
I have
And you
an
know
answer
what?
for
And
it.
then here, let me throw another monkey wrench into that whole log jam. Go to Adam Cole. He just set this historic 400 blah blah day reign, and now we're just gonna pretend that he's not in the main event picture. No rematch. He's just forgotten, and neither belt is his.
No,
That's the problem. And I see with
I
so
don't
many
know.
big names, and we can't push them all.
I'll tell you straight up, Brucey. I don't know how they're going to do it or whatever, but whatever you see from it, like if you see Cross take the NXT title, then you know Keith Lee is probably heading somewhere else. Because they're not going to slow Keith Lee down. They're going to take a title from him, move him to a main roster, and have him dominate there while Cross carries NXT because he just got there. Keith Lee has been in there for some change at this point. If they keep Keith Lee with both belts, then maybe, just maybe, they're not so sure that Cross can be that guy in NXT. So depending on the way it goes, you will probably, like if Keith Lee loses, you will probably see him move on. If he wins, you will probably see Cross kind of not drop, but just flatten out for a minute, mow over some more competition, get back to that level, and get another shot at it. It just depends on what they're planning to do with these guys to begin with. I'm sorry, Wendy, do you have something?
The gears are spinning, right?
Okay, let the gear spin.
It must be the Capri Sun. The sugar's kicking in.
Hit the gas, homegirl. Let's hear it.
Get Adam Cole out of the picture. He could come in demanding his rematch, right? Right? You with me? Stay with me, boys.
I'm
Demanding his rematch, and then have Karrion Kross come out and be like, "Whoa, you had your time. You know, your time's over, kid. Hit the bricks." And he's like, "No, not yet. Like, I get a rematch. It's in the contract, right? Right? Stay with me. Stay with me. Okay.
I'm here.
This can go either one of two ways. We can either go ye old three-way match, right? Right?
Okay.
Exactly.
Not
or
really, but
or
okay.
we can go ye old. We can go ye old. Winner gets the
Title shot.
Thank you. Those are the words. Too much sugar already. It's the old title shot. But it could be set up so that something happens so that neither of them wins, and then it becomes like a best of however many series or something, which I would like between Cole and Karrion. That would be interesting because Cole
That
may
would be
be
good.
petite, but he is mighty good.
That would be
He's a little
good.
mighty mouse.
I do like a good series with like two
Yeah,
top-notch wrestlers. Like not all the time, but when you get those two guys that are just, you know, top-notch and they get in like a best of 5, best of 7, you're like, oh yeah, I want to see that. Not like Elgin and Edwards and Impact. That they could have skipped that shit
That
because
was a
that was
snooze
boring.
fest.
That was an
No.
absolute
It could
snooze
be
fest.
Karrion, Cole, best of 5, winner gets
Keith Lee.
title shot.
That would be good. No, that would be good. No,
Okay.
that would be the opposite of Edwards and Elgin, which was like melatonin mania. Just
Yes.
again. Oh man, somebody finished the other one off. They're going to 7.
Wendy all jacked up on Mountain Dew. I'll come at you like a spider monkey.
Rip your face off.
I threw your war medals off the damn bridge, Chip.
Greatest generation, my ass. Punk.
I love that movie.
Oh.
Ladies and gentlemen, you just got your weekly movie quote from Top Rope Wrestling Talk.
And they're a
Buy
lovely
a
coffee
mug.
mug. Buy one.
Buy a mug.
All right, I'm trying to think. Is there anything else we've missed?
How about real quick? I gotta give a little love to my girl Shotzi Blackheart with Robert Stone, the tank.
I was gonna, if we had nothing else, that was coming in because I love her
Yeah,
too.
not very many
Running
backstage
him
segments
over
with
was
Robert
amazing.
Stone are worth watching, but this one was.
That was the only
Ran
one
his
so
ass
far.
over.
And it was all for Shotzi. You
Yes.
angel, you. She was amazing. Just run that
gray-eyed.
motherfucker over. Oh
Green-haired
my
angel.
god. You green-haired angel. I love you. Thank you for running.
I need to
him
get
over.
me one of those tanks right into work. And just be
I
like,
really
"Oh."
do.
Right?
No, if I get the tank, I'm going to be riding it right into the front of the show. And I'm going to sit in it and do the show. From the
Right
tank.
around my job in it. All 88 acres. Freak out my
No.
Fuck
dog.
it. I'm going to ride around my house in it. I don't feel like walking.
So the old hobo clown said 14.
14 mug appearances, folks.
How about 15?
There's 15.
Buy a mug.
Mhm.
At least, if you're keeping count at home. And
Oh,
some
why,
of you are.
Brucey, why not? Why not? Go Ric Flair.
16-time, baby. Fuck go Rick. He just went psycho because Psycho's a 16-time champ too. Don't forget that. I got a lot of
Love
these.
it.
Okay. I got a lot of these. Oh, that was beautiful.
I love it,
And
I
with
love it.
that, I think we've covered everything for the week. And I want to thank everybody that tuned in. And I'm just going to pass things over to Brucey because he loves to cover our social medias. So I'm going to let him do it because if not, he's going to cry and he's going to yell at me for the rest of the night. And I'd like to get some sleep. So go ahead, Brucey, do that shit.
It's the only
Do it.
reason why they keep me around still is to plug the social media. So here we go. I'll start with our stuff on Facebook first. So you can find us at Top Rope Wrestling Talk on Facebook. That is our wrestling page. That is our group. That is where we talk all our wrestling. This is where we post our live videos.
Yep.
And it is also
Greatest
where
group,
we do
greatest
our
members.
group. It's where we do our group forums. It is where we do our group champions. We do everything on Facebook. We do everything on the book face. Also, merch maker.
Merch maker, get in the
Make
picture.
us some merch.
Get me a mug. Make it right quick. Oh, the baby.
So, merch maker.
Merch maker in the house.
Merch maker.
She's good, y'all.
So, back to Facebook. Back to the book face. You can also find our merch on TRWT merch page on Facebook. That is where you'll find all our prices, how to contact the merch maker to get your shirts. There you go, Evan. To get your shirts, your mugs. We've got, like I said, we're working on leggings. We're working on tank tops. We're working on seasonal hoodies. Hoodies will be here. They will be a seasonal deal.
Love me a good hoodie.
Probably through, I don't know, say September to December. Rough estimate, guesstimate. We don't know yet.
Coming soon.
Very rough.
Oh.
Then
Like it
you
rough
can
here.
also, hey, everybody got where my sunglasses at? You can also find us at on Twitter at Top Rope WT. Go on there. You know, you can find us on there. There's a few people that shoot us questions on there. Shoot questions. We're gonna start putting more stuff out there. We gotta start pulling stuff from Facebook and bringing it over there so we can get interaction with our Twitter people. Then you can also find us on the gram. This is where we post all our memes. You know, we were gonna do this thing called Top Rope Wrestling Corner, and I'm the only one that's done one. So
I'll do
maybe
one
I'll
this
do
week.
another one.
Because I can't figure out how to do it.
You gotta
Maybe
use
I'll
one.
do one in the car like we always do, like we should
I'm a
do.
boomer.
I'm pretty good in the car.
Hell yeah.
That's what she said.
She did.
Whoa.
Wait.
And you can find us on Facebook, on Instagram. Sorry, I'm at Instagram. I got everything going on around me right now. Instagram, you can find us at top_rope_wrestling_talk. God damn, I'm good. And then you can also
And he
find
knows
us
it.
on YouTube.
He's on
Look us
fire.
up on YouTube at Fox 10 Productions. On fire. You can find
Subscribe.
us on YouTube at Fox 10 Productions. You can find the flagship show that you are watching
Yes.
right now as Top Rope Wrestling Talk. And then you can also
Going
find our
down.
2 other amazing shows that we have, Mutant Rejects, and we also have Drunk Upon a Time. And then the once-off special that we throw in every once in a blue moon, Drunk Upon a Top Rope, where we talk wrestling and a whole bunch of other
And
shit.
who
for
knows?
5
I mean, honestly,
hours.
sky's the limit because basically
Yeah.
whatever I feel like doing, we're going to fucking do.
We'll do it. No rules. No holds barred.
No, there ain't no rules at
None.
Fox 10 Productions. The only
Mm-mm.
rule is there are no rules. What you gonna do now?
It's a pretty solid role.
And that, my friends, is a
about Fox 10
huge.
Productions. is Don't talk about Fox 10 Productions.
No, talk
Kidding.
about it. Tell your
Talk
friends.
about
Tell
us.
everybody.
Spread the
Tell your
word.
mama. Tell your papa.
Yeah.
Tell your dealers. Tell the cops. Everyone.
Tell everybody.
Don't tell the cops. Don't touch the
dealers.
cops.
Wendy,
Oh yeah,
Wendy.
no, don't bring the cops into this.
you
No.
would like
Don't
me
answer
on
no
where to find
questions.
us on a podcast forum?
Oh yes, absolutely. I can definitely do that.
Oh, of course. She loves doing that.
You can
Like that
find
segue?
us.
You like that?
Yes. That was
Ah.
baby. All right, check it. So you can find us on anchor.fm/TRWT.
Those aviators are sweet, bro.
I know.
Aren't they? They're so distracting.
I'm so jealous.
There we go. Okay.
Mine aren't bad, though.
So you can find us on anchor.fm/TRWT. And from there, you can find us wherever you listen to podcasts, Apple Podcasts or Spotify, iHeartRadio,
Mhm.
just about everywhere.
Stitcher.
Even
Everywhere.
Stitcher, random ones that no
Mm.
one listens
Everywhere
to.
podcasts are
There.
Listen
enjoyed.
to all of them.
Yes, you can find us
Bug.
everywhere.
Yes. Listen, buy merch, tell your friends, subscribe. We're like
TRWT
They Live
merch
the
on
movie.
Facebook.
Do all of it.
Yes, consume.
Please buy our stuff. Like us. We're likable
Yeah.
people. Look at us, aren't we great?
We're
So
fucking
happy and funny and
adorable.
full of life. Buy our stuff.
You guys, if you guys aren't watching
There you go. You
the
can find us on
actual
Apple
video,
Podcasts.
you're missing out on all of the adorableness.
Yes. I appreciate you listening to the podcast, but come to Fox
Yes.
and check this
Watch
out.
the
'Cause
YouTube.
you're missing adorable babies
We're
and
better in
merch
pic-
and
better in
Grandma
picture.
Wendy's beautiful face, not to mention the merch makers, the first appearance
Yeah.
on Top Rope Wrestling Talk.
Such beautiful
Right?
beards.
Yay, matchmaker.
And all you have to do is put up with my ugly ass. So that's not a bad trade. It's
Yeah.
not. One for all that, it's a pretty good deal. And you know what else is a pretty good deal? All our stuff at TRWT merch. Cheap pop.
Lovely segue. Great segue.
Thank you. And thank you to everybody that's watched. If you're watching this on YouTube, thank you. We will be back to you soon. Please go buy a mug. I want one. I need one. I must have one.
Like, comment.
Don't forget our logo.
Yes,
Our logo
it is
this month.
so freaking
The logo this month for our shirts is the one behind me, and I'm going to try to get flexible again and show you right quick.
Yeah. You gotta bust the
Our AEW
Penelope
tribute.
Ford.
We absolutely love them. And just enjoy the rest of your week, guys. Maybe we'll come back, catch you this weekend with something fun. We've got a few other things that we could do. We just haven't done them yet. So
busy
for
life.
For the
Coming
high
at
class
us.
one, for Baby
For the
Titus and
babies.
Merch Maker, for I don't know what to call him with this look. Orange Martinez? I don't know.
Orange Martinez. Evil Orange.
Evil
Yeah.
Orange. There we go. And of course, the First Lady, Grandma Wendy. This is the Psycho saying thank you once again. Everybody stay safe. Wear your masks. Don't be a goddamn Loki.
Don't be a Loki. Wear your mask.
Right. And see, even Titus says so. And you got to listen to that face.
Right, little dude.
What did somebody think of the
That's
show,
adorable.
man?
And of
Wow,
course,
why you
as
pinching me, bro?
usual,
He wants a
again.
mug.
Get him again.
Cool.
As
Yeah, we were
usual,
cool.
we're gonna let Miss Latina Heat take us out with.
Change it up tonight. I'm in a great mood. So besitos, besitos, ciao, ciao.
Okay, and on top of that, stay fresh, cheese bags. Mwah, see you next week.
Mwah.
Oh, that was adorable and creepy.
Deuces.
Bye, everybody.
Buy a mug.
Bye.
Sip Squad Fly Boys, that's my logo. You already know though. It's PBS and Nation Gang. My niggas getting dodo. You pussy niggas, Frodo's fucking hobos looking so-so. 4K shot in slow-mo, haters salty like adobo. But Coco, we get loco. Hit them cashes, so no. You rap it, then we live it, cause we Stokely on the promo. We classy, Freddy, blasty, bitches, why you acting sassy? Can't stop and I won't stop. Guess I'm Diddy to your Cassie. No shiny suits, I'm spazzing. You ashy, I'm so flashy. Talking out your ass, goddammit, I'm just speaking cash shit. Haters get the shake it like they mama named the catch it. Father, all these rap wrestlers pay homage to me bastards. Sorry, I don't claim you. That's just what this fame do. Oh, you ain't down with Dream Team?